Well, a lot is changing with your federal benefits. And if you want to know how this fork in the road, February 6th date is going to affect you, then stay tuned for this video. Hi, I'm Micah Shalansky with Plan Your Federal Retirement, and I am not in my office. I was actually just coming back from a family vacation. We're in Seattle right now, headed home, and I was starting getting a lot of messages and questions that are coming in about this fork in the road communication OPM has sent over. So basically what this is President Trump has said federal employees need to go back to work, and if you don't want to do that, then you're eligible for a resignation package they have put together. There's a lot of details on OPM's website, which is pretty fantastic about that, but I want to talk about some of the questions that we're getting from clients. And it's pretty much like, Micah, should I take this or not? That's kind of the question. And it's a really good question. So as we talked about it with the different advisors on our team, one of the things we talked about was saying, hey, we need to treat this like an early out. Is in an early out, whenever one is potentially offered, and we talked about with the client, there's two things we got to know. Number one, are we financially ready to retire? Have we met the criteria for a full and immediate pension? What does that mean? In this case, it's MRA and 30, minimum retirement age and 30 years of federal service, age 60 with 20 years of federal service, age 62 with at least 5 years of federal service. Why is that so important? You get to keep your health insurance, which is your great benefit that you have. There's also a few other requirements with that, so make sure you watch our other videos on what those requirements are. So that's going to be a really big one. So financially, if you're able to stop working, do you have enough resources between your TSP? Do you know how to turn those on to an income you never outlive? Is your pension going to be enough? What's your plan for Social Security? What's your strategy for maximizing that Social Security benefit? If you've checked those boxes, then the next question is, are you mentally ready to retire? And this is just important as financially. Have you gone through? Have you completed the mission you want to do? Are you ready to move on to the next chapter of your life? If you are, then this is fantastic. Then let's go ahead and look at taking advantage of this. So my clients that are going to retire this year, we're absolutely taking advantage of this because basically they're kind of getting roughly 7 months of pay. We're not really having to work in that period in time. So, it's kind of a nice severance package if you think about it that way. There is some aspects to it that if you're not eligible to retire by September 30th, you can talk about with your agency. They might be able to extend that. That was on the frequently asked questions. It's not guaranteed, so it's something to think about. What does that mean? That maybe it's October 15th that you were eligible for a full retirement, but it's not on September 30th. Maybe you can talk to your agency. Can they extend that a little bit for you? And can you qualify? I don't know, but it's worth the question. So this is something that you should always be ready and know your financial numbers. If you're not sure if you're eligible, then I would say pick up the phone, give our office a call right away, talk to another financial professional. This is something that is pretty time sensitive. By February 6th, you have to meet this deadline. But again, this goes back to knowing your finances, knowing your cash flow, what's your monthly spending like, what's your pension going to be, what's your strategy for withdrawing Social Security, what's your strategy for turning on TSP, how's the first supplement going to work or not work for you. These are things that you need to know. So if you have more questions about this, make sure you contact our office right away. And so we can help you plan your benefits to hopefully the most exciting next chapter of your life. Till next time, happy planning.